this young man, strengthening his legs, building his stamina. He is only 18 years of age. His name is Wilfredo Benitez, and he is a fighter, the #1 rated junior welterweight in the entire world. When he completes his running, he is ready to continue his training because fighting consumes him. It has ever since he was a youngster of 5. That's when he began. His father built this gym in 1974 for Wilfredo and his brothers. His father is a longtime fight trainer, and he knows how to evaluate his son.
And I think he's the best fighter I ever trained, and the best fighter I ever saw. If he keep listening to me, he's going to be the greatest fighters of the world.
This is a big tournament for me. I work long and hard for this fight. I want to prove to the people that I'm the best of the world. I don't want to see no lose in my record. Boxing is my life, and I think some days I could help my family and help people in other places. And I think if I go to some place like the United States and won a championship, I can help everybody, but because I can be an example for the people.
He is very close to his brothers. That's his older brother, Frank, who is a fighter, too, but who will freely admit that he is not the fighter his younger brother is. They walk together at the end of a day and talk about their dreams. For Wilfredo, there is one dream only: to be the world champion. And there's the young man right now in his corner of the ring, about to go against Mel Dennis. Benitez, as you just met him. There's Dennis. Dennis is 27 years of age, 122, lost 8, drew 3, weighed in at 145. Benitez weighed in at 146. Dennis has been around the horn a little bit. As a matter of fact, he's an old buddy of George Foreman's down in Houston, Texas way. Now, right here, let's look at the welterweight division and show you what's happened. Randy Shields won his bout in a decision, and Young Gant knocked out his opponent, Tony House, in the second round. The latter one at Annapolis, the former one aboard the aircraft carrier Lexington, so they're in the semifinals. Now it's Benitez against Dennis in a quarterfinal match. As we have told you repeatedly, Benitez is rated #1 in the world junior welterweight division. Mel Dennis rated 7th in the United States, 10th in the world in the welterweight ranks. We'll be back with Benitez against Dennis in a minute. Okay, there's young Benitez, the bell for round 1. Mel Dennis in the blue trunks. Jimmy Devlin, the referee. What a veteran referee he is. He has worked the likes of Emil Griffith against Luis Rodriguez, Kenny Buchanan against Ishmael Laguna, that latter one in Puerto Rico. We had the privilege of doing that fight. It was a good bout. We expect this one to be very much more of the same. Benitez is all class. He's got a problem. It's a tendency to become a hot dog. That's what happened to him in a recent bout against Harold Weston at Madison Square Garden. Benitez was safely in the lead, started to ham it up a la Muhammad Ali, and he wound up with just a draw. He's not yet been beaten. Then a good left. You saw that left get in there. Quick hands. This youngster knows how to seize opportunity, find openings. Purposeful fighter. He's not up against some punk either. He's up against a tough kid. I've seen this kid move in the ring with George Foreman. George sometimes likes to work against lighter weight guys to try and improve his speed, both of feet and hand. First round action, Benitez to white trunks, scoring again on a round system. you in the up close and personal. Benitez has a pair of brothers. His brother Frankie, with whom he was walking, is an outstanding fighter himself at the age of 19 with 22 wins out of 25 fights. They're a closely knit family. A good left again by Benitez. He excites the crowd. Less than a minute to go in this, the first round. There are 8 in the family altogether. 2 of them fighters, as we told you. 3 older brothers, 4 older sisters. A total of 8 in the family. And as I said, close family ties bind. 30 seconds to go in round 1. A good right lead there by Benitez. Big press contingent here today in this unique scene. Marion, Ohio Correctional Institute, the gym. Captive audience, the inmate population, which numbers in the area of 1,300. They're really enjoying it. Approaching the end of round 1. Round 2, Wilfredo, as you will, Benitez in the white trunks going against Mel Dennis in the blue trunks. Welterweight fight, 3rd quarterfinal round, U.S. Boxing Championship Series. First round. You see Benitez there? You see him whirl around, not to leave himself uncovered as he slipped and went against the ropes and faced a temporary loss of balance. Quick reflexes on this kid. First round, Benitez fought purposefully. Scored a couple of times well. As I said, Dennis is no easy mark. Benitez actually won the World Junior Welterweight title. Subsequently, the WBA stripped him of it. And while there are complicated and conflicting stories surrounding that, it is uncontested that Benitez was in a serious automobile accident. His hands were badly hurt. And he couldn't make the title defense that he was being called upon to make when the fight was to come up. So they stripped him of his title. Dennis just got scored well in there. Second round action, and Dennis is unafraid. Dennis is the aggressor. Want to alert our stations along the line? There'll be a station break at the end of this round. Second round action. It has not been a bad round for Mr. Dennis. Big yell, but it wasn't really worth that. Short right by Benitez. 45 seconds left in this, the second round. Dennis there. Now Dennis is being careful. Goes defensive. Another good right by Benitez. I tell you, when he finds the opening, he capitalizes on it. We'll return in 60 seconds with more of the United States Boxing Championships after this from our local stations. Third round action just underway. Welterweight division fight. Mel Dennis in the blue trunks against Wilfred Benitez in the white trunks. Benitez scored well in the first round. Dennis appeared to be having a decent second round. Suddenly, Benitez hurt him near the end of the second round. Now, third round action. Just to keep the fight focus point. Suddenly, the crowd grows quiet here in the gym. Their interest focused on young Benitez, whom they've heard so much. Seconds into the third round. Near the end of the second round, you saw the way Benitez will suddenly find an opening and then move with amazing rapidity to follow up on it. He can do you in very quickly. Succession of lefts there by Wilfred. One minute to go in the third round. Good right. Seconds left in the round. See that quick counter-punching left of Benitez's, but Dennis is unafraid of Benitez and is a tough cookie. Now the crowd begins to warm to the action. Countdown for the end of round 3. That's young Benitez right there, being freshened up for the start of fourth round. There's the round girl. She gets a lot of whistles. You might be hearing them in the background. A lot of press here. People like Red Smith, the Pulitzer Prize-winning columnist of the New York Times, Vic Ziegel of the New York Post, Eddie Schuyler of the AP, all on hand to see Don King return to his alma mater, Marion, Ohio Correctional Institute, which is the reason for our presence here. There's Vic Ziegel of the Post right there. He's been following this tournament for his paper since it started. Now we're into action in the fourth round. Benitez doesn't care that he was stripped by the WBA of the junior welterweight title, because what he wants is a shot at the world full-fledged welterweight title. And that's why this tournament is so important to him, this United States Boxing Championship Series. But he is learning today, while he is boxing well,